Well, it finally kind of came together there in the second half. It's kind of what you've been wanting to see. Thought, this team was capable of that we've been talking about the last couple of weeks. Well, what a time for it to come, though, allow you guys to come around with this big win.
I'm just thankful we didn't lose, period. At one point I turned around and said, you think we can hold on to a 10-point lead with 28.8 seconds left? Because we found ways to shoot ourselves in the foot over and over and over. And so the box scores look a lot more like what our box scores used to look like. Like we forced 21 turnovers. We get 18 steals. We get to the free throw line. Now, we out-rebounded. That's not normal, but we out-rebounded somebody tonight by 1. And so I just felt like they played really hard, and you heard Lex and Josie talk about really the talking on defense. And we always talk about that talking equals energy, and that you can't talk and not bring energy. But if you don't talk, then you don't have energy. And so the talking just that keeps everybody engaged, but it also gives everybody intense on the defensive end. And so I was real proud of Odie Bentoncourt. Showed back up tonight, and played big. I thought Caitlin Staley did a great job down there posting up. She had, a real presence inside. She's learning, getting better. She's going to be that kid's going to be a force in this conference. She's going to, I'm telling you. And I was real proud of Josie Gilvin's defense all night, hawking that ball. And you guys have no idea how much Lexi Mead's hurting. You have no idea. This is the first time she's played basketball since we left Murfreesboro. And so she's a tough kid, and Teresa Faustino was big for us, and Karis and Aaliyah came in, and so we just had a lot of contributions tonight, and I felt like the second half was more like how we have played, and so it was nice to see some shots go in finally.
And it seemed like, you out-rebounded if you went up
by
1.
You
out-rebounded by 7 in the second half, and I think it was 6 in the first half. You out-rebounded by 7 in the second half. You get a lot of steals, turnovers that lead to transition baskets, that lead to that high percentage. It was kind of everything you guys wanted to do there in the second half, kind of allowed the floodgates to open like that.
I think if once they saw the ball go in and they saw the score, all of a sudden they got that feeling back. This is what we do, and this is how we do it together. And that's the key, is that we did it together. It wasn't. There were times that we tried to do, and I talked to Lexi about that. There were times, especially low shot clock, that she was trying to dribble her way to a shot, and I said, no, honey, that's not how we do it, and that's not going to work. And so when we went back and executed what we wanted to do, we got better looks. And so the one-on-one play is what killed us at Sam Houston State, and that's what hurts us. As long as we play as a team and move the ball and move bodies, then we're gonna get good looks. And we're not gonna make all of them, but the more good looks you get, not only the more you're gonna make, but the better defense is gonna be. And so if you take crazy shots, bad shots, unexpected shots, then you got bad transition defense. And so it goes both ways. Good defense leads good offense leads good defense.
Coach, if you look at the field goal percentage by quarter, it's getting significantly better every time. How important is it to have a group of girls who can go out there and battle through the fatigue and continue to get better as the game goes on, something that seems like an impossible task?
Well, you saw how we changed, how we played tonight. It's obvious now. We had to adjust because we just don't have the bodies. We don't have Casey Hayes out there, and so we don't have the fastest player on our team on the floor. And so we had to adjust how we played, and credit goes to all the girls that were out there. They did a great job. And really, I think the biggest change in the field goal percentage was stop shooting. The reason you're open at the three-point line is because we're not making them. They're not challenging you at the three-point line. And I told them at halftime, we had the board, we wrote down, get the ball in the post. Get the ball in the post, period. And so we started really trying to work and get that ball in there. And sometimes we got it in there, but sometimes we drove it in there. And so that's what we had to do. We just had to stop shooting bad threes. And for example, like Josie Gilvin, who's worked as hard as anybody on improving her shot, and she's going to be a good player on both ends of the floor. It just hasn't happened yet. And she was 0 for 5 tonight. I was like, honey, you don't have to take that shot. And I know she feels confident because she's worked so much on it, and it's going to happen. That day's going to come, but it's just not here yet.
I know you mentioned Acacia, and we were told indefinitely knee injury before the game. Is there any more specific you have on that, or are you still kind of?
She's doing therapy. She's doing rehab, and so we're just. She's not going to be ready tomorrow, but so she's doing rehab. She's doing therapy, and we're hopeful.
They haven't practiced practice or?
It happened at the Middle Tennessee game.
Okay.
There was a play in the second half, I believe it was, where she was going for a ball and then another player was going for a ball and they kind of collided and she went into the seats on the court side, and that's kind of, we think that's when it probably happened.
Your 100th win tonight, what's it mean?
I'm just glad to win, period. I don't care if it was 100 or it's 1. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm just, it's frustrating to have, well, to be honest, like, we're sitting here at 14-10, right? We're 14-10 now, and it's frustrating because I feel like we got a team that could be better than that. And so I'm thankful for the win. I appreciate all the opportunities from all the coaches that gave me. I appreciate Todd Stewart giving me this opportunity, all the players that I mean, that part's the most enjoyable part, but really it's just another game. And I'm thankful to win it and get that monkey off our back, and so we can feel like what it feels like to play the way that we play.
You know, with the KC going down, obviously that means Alexis has to play, more. She played 38 minutes tonight, like you said, she hasn't touched the court since Murfreesboro until today. She's limping off of here. When you're dealing with injuries to your two guards who handle the ball the most, how do you go about that when it comes to, her minutes and watching how she is and trying to make sure that she doesn't get hurt?
Yes. We subbed early, and we were trying to take some timeouts when we took one timeout unexpectedly, but we were trying to take timeouts and use those to get her a little bit of rest. And there was a couple of times I asked her, one time I thought she was really not able to go, and I said, Lex, and she gave me a thumbs up, and I know she was lying to me. I know she was lying, but when she gives you the thumbs up, you got to at least pretend that that it's going to work. And she's a tough kid. We got a lot of tough kids, and she showed a lot of grit tonight. But we also, we lean on Aaliyah Pitts helped handle the ball tonight some, and Teresa Faustino was big, and Josie was helping back there. And so we brought Kenzie in there for a little bit and played her off the ball a little bit, just in case to help with Teresa. But yeah, we got other players. We play 4 guards anyway. And so, but we rely on Lexi, and last year I think she averaged about 24 minutes a game, and I don't know what she's averaging now. It seems like it's 44 minutes a game. But
Coach, looking away from the court, how does it feel just to see the support around kind of the pink out game, not only from the people that showed up, but also the passion that your players have for that movement? Yeah, well,
we've talked about it. Like this, it's hard losing games. That's tough. But if anything, this game on this night helps you remember that there's people that are fighting a lot tougher battles than ball games and real life battles. And so, I think and everybody on the team and everybody in this room has had somebody in their life or their family that's been touched by it. And so I think that if, the one thing that we can do is we play basketball. And so if we can raise a little bit more money or just anything that would help move that ball down the floor to help somebody else. And so, everybody from my mom to my wife's grandmother, Mimi, to my aunt, to my kids' teachers, you can keep going. And everybody, and I'm not any different than everybody else. And so that means a lot because it's personal. It's personal.
Anything else?
Thanks, guys.